What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm about to be backtesting one of my favorite trading pairs. Initially, I wanted to backtest the pair that gave me the most losses last month, but when I checked, the pair that gave me the most losses was the same pair that also brought me out of those losses, and that pair happens to be one of my favorite pairs. So I just decided to backtest last month's price action on that pair to see the mistakes I could have avoided and how good I could have performed last month. So without wasting much time, let's just head right into it. Before we go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on the post notification so that you don't miss any time we upload a new video. Let's head right into it. So the pair I'm talking about is AUDJPY. If you've been following our $10 challenge, you realize that AUDJPY was a pair that gave us profit last month. That was the only pair that gave us, even though we lost on other pairs, but it was just one loss on all those pairs. But on AUDJPY, I took 2 losses and 2 wins. So let's jump straight into it. So guys, this is January 5th, 2026, Monday, a new year, market just opened. So let's just jump right in and do our analysis. So we start from the weekly time frame since it's a new week. Okay, so this is a weekly time frame. On the weekly, what do we see? On the weekly, we don't see much. We just see a series of up close candles showing that price is very bullish. Price is moving strongly in a bullish direction. So what do we expect? We are expecting more buys, that price continues moving in this bullish direction. Last week's candle closed, even though last week's candle did not close bullish, it didn't close fully bearish either. It closed as a hammer, but it was not a bullish hammer. So we are just expecting more bullish prices this week. So let's head on to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame also, we are seeing price also deliver a lot of bullish candles and a few bearish candles. So we are looking to continue the buys, and this another block that it will interest me to see price come into and see what price does here. So this is a daily time frame. Now we can comfortably go to the lower time frames to find trading opportunities. Okay, so nothing really on the 4-hour or the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, nothing. Okay, so on the 2-hour time frame, I'll be waiting to see if price can come back into this area. So there's a fair value gap here, and we have this here. So I'll be waiting to see if price can come back into these areas, then we continue from there. So let's see what price does in the 2-hour time frame. Okay, let's start playing price. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing now. Because price was giving a lot of the bullish momentum was high. Ideally, I'm not expecting price to pull back down here directly and start. I'm expecting at least price find buying opportunities in these places or in these ranges to start buying upwards. So this is what I see, the immediate order block I'm seeing right here, and this is the imbalance or the gap above the order block. Let's see if price gets here, I'll look for lower time frame confirmation to join the buys up. So let's see. So this is Thursday. You should know that every day I start my analysis from the daily time frame because I want to see what yesterday did and see how today will continue. So on yesterday, what we see after price coming up, we saw this sharp rejection, bearish rejection here, showing us that what there are momentum of sellers coming into the market. So we should expect what some sell-off or a sharp sell-off. Even if we continue our bullish bias, we will expect a sharp sell-off before we continue. So on the 4-hour time frame, at the 4-hour time frame, this is what we see. We see price what's also selling downwards, nearing our point of interest. So in order not to miss this trade, I'm using this rectangle to cover this whole block here on the 4-hour. Since we marked it on the 2-hour time frame, I was using only the wick, but I'm using the whole block on the 4-hour. So this is what we see. It aligns with what we see on the lower time frame, which is the 2 hours and the 1-hour time frame. So now let's see what price will do for me if I would get a lower time frame confirmation to join the upside, because I'm expecting price to start buying from me. So let me head over to the 15 minutes time frame and see if I'll get confirmation. Okay, so what do we see on the 15 minutes? Currently we see what lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. But instead of price to create a lower low, it didn't create a lower low. It's created what a higher low, which indicates that what price could be wanting to reverse from here if it breaks this previous high. So I'll be using this logic to look for what's an entry to get into this buy. So let me scale down to the 5 minutes time frame and see if I get an entry. Okay, so on the 5 minutes, this is the only thing I'm seeing on the 5 minutes. This is the only thing I'm seeing on the 5 minutes. So I'm going to be setting my order here. Wait for price to come and tap me in and see if we can profit off of this move. So I'm looking for a 1:5 risk to reward ratio. So currently it's Thursday 8:45 a.m. So let's play price and see what we do. Okay, so price misses our entry by what? By a few pips. Price misses our entry by how many pips? Let me see.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Okay, so it's finally Friday in the morning, and let's check the daily time frame and see what price does. So on the daily time frame, we see that price was tapped our block and rejected. So on Friday, we are expecting what price to move to the upside. So on the 4-hour, is what we see. We see that our entry was not tapped, it was missed by 3 pips. Then price shot straight to our take profit. So we are looking for more opportunities to join the upside since price is what still bullish. So what do I see on the 2-hour time frame? If I'm looking at this price range from down here to up here, the only place I'm looking for an entry is around this zone, because this is the only zone that has gaps above it. All these places gaps have been filled, so I'm not looking for price to come down here anymore to give me an entry. So what I'm looking at now is this candle right here on the 2-hour time frame. So I would like to set a limit order, but the candle is too huge, so I'm going to wait. I'm actually going to wait. So this had the week ended first week. We had one missed trade, and this trade the price also did not come back here. So let's see what this week has for us. So it's a new week. This is the second week of January, and we see that the first week was moved bullish. So obviously we are looking to continue our bullish cycle, looking for more upsides in price. So back to the daily time frame. On the daily, we see that price has respected our zone of interest and giving us a confirmation as what a very strong bullish candle. So we are still looking for buys to the upside. So on the 4-hour time frame, mind you, this analysis I'll be doing before the week opens. So this zone is still valid because the imbalance has not been filled. I'm looking for price to come back to tap this zone. If price taps this zone and we have not changed into a bearish structure, I can still consider buying from this zone. So on the 4-hour, nothing really, just this zone. On the 2-hour time frame, also nothing really, just this zone. So I'm looking at what price will do. Let me play price and see. So we open on Monday, still continuing a bullish momentum. So this is what I saw on Monday. This is what I saw on Monday. So on Monday, I see price would create this fair value gap here. This candle was a very strong impulsive candle, and we have this fair value gap here. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at what the last area of consolidation before the market shot high. So you can see this candle is kind of a consolidation candle because it opened, it came down here, it opened, went up, came down and closed here. So it was kind of a consolidation candle. So if I mark this out, I'm looking at a zone where price could potentially bounce off of. So if you go on the lower time frame, like the 15 minutes, because this is actually like a consolidation zone. So back to the 2-hour time frame, let's see what price will do. So we tap it immediately, price taps it and move higher. So in this zone, I wouldn't set a limit order. Why? Because I have other areas down here that I'm looking at price to come. So it could be that price will not respect this zone and drop straight down. That's why I will not set a limit order, but look for what? A confirmation entry in this zone. So on the 15, let's see if we can find an entry on the 15. So this is what I see on the 15 minutes. This similar candle to what we had on the 2-hour time frame. So on the 15 minutes, I set my limit here, stops slightly below here. Ideally, I'm supposed to put the stops way right here, but because of looking for a tight stop loss, and that will enable me to get a more higher risk reward ratio, this way I'm choosing to place my stops. TP at a 1:5. So let's watch how price plays out. Okay, so another missed entry. Or is price coming back? We've had another missed entry, 2 missed entries in a row. Let's see if price will come back. Okay, so I could have taken my buy straight from here, but I didn't. Why? Because I already have these areas of imbalance that price hasn't filled, so it could just come down. So this is the next zone I'll be looking at price from. So now that I have price retesting here, breaking out, I can place my limits here. I can place my limit here, stops below this candle, this consolidation candle right here, then looking for a 1:5. Let's see if price will come back. So price triggered at dawn but took us out for a loss. Price triggered at dawn but took us out for a loss. So okay, so it's 6 a.m. At this time we are awake. Back to the daily time frame to see what the market has for us today. Okay, so it's 6 a.m. now. Onto the daily time frame. So it's Thursday 6 a.m. On the daily time frame, what do we see? So it's currently 6 a.m. We head on to the daily time frame. Market closed right here. It didn't come back to pick me. The market didn't come back to pick me, and market closed right here. So let's see what the new week has to offer. So far, we haven't had any single trade. We had missed trades and a losing trade. Okay, so on the daily time frame, this is where we are on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we had price closing once again within this range. So let's see what we do, because it's not really telling us a story. It's giving us what? Consolidation. So market has closed right here. Let's see how market opens and so at this point this order has been cancelled. It's no longer valid. Let's see. Okay. So this is the next day, Tuesday 6 a.m. So on Tuesday 6 a.m. these highs have been broken. When we go into the daily time frame, we see what this bullish pressure. So we are continuing the bullish bias. On the 4-hour time frame, what am I seeing? This is where price is currently. So I'm looking at price to come back into this zone to take buys to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at. On the 2 hours, same stuff. So if price comes here, I'll be using a confirmation entry to enter the trade. Okay, no retracement. Okay, we have a retracement into the zone. So we have a retracement into this zone that we are looking at. Price to come react from. We have a retracement right here. So I'm looking for a lower time frame entry. So this is what I see now on the lower time frame. Since we're already bullish, I don't need a change of character because price is already bullish. So this is what I'm seeing on the lower time frame. If only price does not skip us. If and only if price does not skip us. So let's see what it will do. So we have been tapped in. Our trade. Yeah, so this is where we should be Tuesday. So as we've seen a bullish up close candle, we are looking for more buys to the upside. Okay, so 6 a.m. the next day up to the daily time frame. Currently Friday, market closes today. So for our weekly analysis, going to the weekly time frame, this was that week's candle. You can see that even though this candle didn't close massively bullish, this candle came in and did that job. So automatically, even though Friday has given me a sharp drop, after that sharp drop, I'll see if price is trying to change to a bearish scenario or continuing to give us bullish scenarios. So that's the agenda for this week. So on to the daily time frame. So it's the next day, which is Tuesday. On Monday, no better opportunity. This Tuesday, 8 a.m. So if we head over to the daily time frame, on Tuesday, what do we see? We see this massive consolidation candle. So let's mark it out and see if price can give us a breakout or a sweep. So this is a Tuesday candle. So on the 4-hour time frame, what do we see? We see this massive drop from this fair value gap. So we are still watching price to see what price will do. This zone has already been used, so I'm going to delete it. So I'll be watching price on the 1 hour. So far no entry opportunities, so I'm still watching price. So this Tuesday, let's watch. So market has swept this low. So once market sweeps a low, what do we expect? We expect higher prices towards the previous high that market swept. So this Tuesday, let's see what price will do. This is a 1 hour time frame. Okay, so I just spotted an opportunity on the 1 hour. So price gave this candle before this massive bullish candle. So if we go on the lower time frame, yes, you can see the candle here, kind of a choppy movement. Then price just pushed or blistered through the zone higher. So I'm looking for an entry right here, stops below like this, then my TP at 1:5, or I could hold to this high. This zone has been taken, so let's see. Okay, so we are triggered already. And just like that, our TP has been hit for both trades. So this was the main trade, this was the re-entry, and our TPs have just been hit. And if you remember vividly, on the 28th of January, which was on Wednesday, that was when I had my first winning trade in the month of January. This was when I had my first winning trade, just around these levels as well. But it's not the same entry criteria since I entered this from the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, this is it. This is the 28th, so the month will be ending soon, this Wednesday. Let's play price and see what it does. Okay, so we have this what massive bearish candles, and this is what I see. This is what I see. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, then lower high, boom, price breaks all these lows. So it could be a sign that there are massive bearish momentums in this market. There are massive bearish momentums in this market. So the way price have broken this zone, if price comes back here and I get confirmation, I can decide to sell the market downwards. So this is Thursday 29th. Let's play price. So it's 6 a.m. on Friday. Back to the daily time frame. So daily. Okay, SL hit. So that's it. I'm done for the day, down for the month. This is where I'll end it. Since I don't like trading on Fridays, why bother myself looking for more entries? On Friday, first loss on Friday, and I'm done. This is where I end the trading month. So this is the end of the backtest, guys. Let's see our stats. Let me see if I perform better in real life than the backtest, or I perform better in a backtest than in real life. Let's check that. So this was the first trade we were looking at. It was a missed trade. You can see price did not tap us in but moved in our direction. Second trade as well, price did not tap us in but moved in our direction. Third trade, we lost it. Price tapped us in but took us out and moved into our direction. So minus 1 hour here. Then the fourth trade, which is, I think we had, okay, this is it. The fourth trade, which is here, a winning trade plus 5 hour here. So minus 1 hour plus 5 hour, we now sit at what, 4 hour. Then this is the fourth trade. So this is the fifth trade. Price did not come back, moved into a direction. Fifth trade missed as well. Then the sixth trade, price came, TP hit. Seventh trade, price came, TP hit. So in these two trades, we made a combine of what, 10 hour. So we already have a 4 hour plus 10 hour, which is what, a 14 hour. Then on the 8th trade, we took a loss here, so minus another 1 hour, so which puts the account at 13 hour. So how many trades? 8 trades. How many wins? 1, 2, 3. Just 3 wins. How many losses? 1, 3 wins, 2 losses. Yes, 3 wins, 2 losses. 3 wins, 2 losses. So 8 trades, 3 wins. So in I wouldn't say 8 trades. In actual sense, we had 5 trades, 3 wins, 2 losses. Then the remaining 3 were missed trades. So 5 trades, 3 wins, 2 losses. A good win rate we had, and a positive risk to reward, or a positive percentage return. So 3 wins, which is 5 hour each, 15 hour minus 2 losses, 1 hour each, 13 hour. So let's calculate our win rate. So for our win rate, we have 3 wins over 5 losses times 100, which puts us at a 60% win rate for the month of January. So in actual sense, we did well in the backtest than in real life. In real life, we took so many losses, just 1 win for the month of January, even though it recovered most of the losses, but it was not good because there were emotions involved. I was caught up in my emotions earlier in the year when I couldn't really see the market. You could see that even in the backtest earlier in the year, the market was not really, I was not really being able to kill it in the market. So in real life, it affected my psychology, and that was where the emotions started coming in, started taking some useless trades and losing money. So this is the end of the backtest, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you want more of this, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button and turn on the post notification so that anytime we upload a new video, you can get it. See you in the next one.